I'm not sure how this is going to sound, but I want to try it anyway. I'm using this program called Voicemeeter. It's like a software mixer. And actually, I ported my Line 6 Helix through it, and it's working, but I'm not sure how it will sound on here. Let me make sure my echo cancellation is off in here. I think it is. It is. I'm just going to, I don't expect anybody to come in, but I'm going to play a couple chords, see what happens. And actually, let me get into my site here. Gussie. I'm trying to play, I use a software mixer called, I'm trying to use this, and I got my Helix running through it. I want to see how it sounds when I use the mic and the Helix at the same time. And I'm not going to be long, but there's a little popping noise in the beginning, but then it kind of sounds all right. So. Position so I can see myself. And the mic's okay too. I have to get close to the mic because it's a dynamic mic. Because you're not going to hear me when I get way back here unless I yell. nose is running. So, so like I was saying, I'm using a software mixer called Voicemeeter. Let me bring the snapshot up here real quick. Let's see where that up here. Properties. Meter. Let me do a window. Let me do a window capture. Let me see, because there should be. There it is. All right, I think you can see that. Now, if you look on the far left, that's the mic. It's not should be. It's not registered for you, but it is. Let me bring it up here. It is. Okay, there you go. You can see. I'm going to mute the. Helix. And the far left, you can see where that's my mic. Hardware input 1 and hardware input 2 is the Line 6 Helix. What's cool about this, that's a whole separate, different audio interface. It lets me bring it in here. And I've tried it before, but I didn't play with it enough because it didn't sound real good. But now I'm messing around with a little bit. If you, like where, I don't know if you can see my mouse, but you can mess around with, like, if you want it to be a higher pitch or a lower pitch. Anyway, I got it pretty much how it really sounds in it, and so it's pretty good. I can still use my mic at the same time and this instead of switching back and forth like I was doing before, and seems like it's sounding all right. Yeah, this is just like a software mixer, Sonya, and a friend of mine, Dave, Dave's Guitar Channel, turned me on. I used this years ago. I tried to get like Guitar Rig 5 to work with this. It would not work. I think you can put another component to this, and I think it would have worked. It's called virtual cables. This is it's like donationware, so I need to pay for this. And then to get other inputs, I mean, I can get every input on the same channel, but for some reason, when you're using a VST sim like Guitar Rig, it would only come out with, no matter what it did, it would only come out with a clean channel even when I put effects on it. Now my Helix is directly hooked up to this, and I'm surprised it's working as good as it is. All right, let me turn that. Window capture. There I is. So I just wanted to try it again. Yes, he did. He said he did. He posted something on Facebook. So he said there was a setting, and see with what Brian got, he got the GoPro Go XLR Mini, and it'll put every input in its software, but it will show up in his Windows sound device as each a separate thing. He said he had to enable something in there, I think. He hasn't done anything yet, but I knew if he was hearing it, it was something simple. But this is all software, and it's not. Now, there's a little bit of noise on here. And see, I have a USB audio interface that I'm using, CI1 Yamaha Steinberg. It's old. I had it for a long time. But it uses the Osseo drivers for low latency. And I set Voicemeeter up to use the Osseo drivers for this. And so you got to play around with the buffer. And anyway, I think I got it pretty good now. And but it's important. It's importing, like I said, my Line 6 Helix, which also uses a Line 6, Osseo drivers. But that's just important to sound. It's not just the audio interface is using that. But the CI one. Anyway, I confuse myself talking because I talk too much. Yeah, it's been around for a while. I tried it before years ago, a long time ago. Then a friend, Dave's Guitar Channel, started messing around. He told me, give it a try, and so he helped me set it up, and it works great for audio. But like I said, I'm using the Osseo drivers. There were some different settings I found online that works really well with this. So I got the mic I'm using right now. It's a It's an XLR mic connected to my CI1, and it's a Shure SM48, not a great mic because it's Christmas time, routinely Christmas time. It goes on sale from $60 to $30 at Guitar Center, but it's great, for what I want to use it for just mic. I'm not doing any music or micing anything, but I wanted to see if I could, before I would, like if I was playing through StreamYards, I'd have to switch from the Voicemeeter, in the settings in here to the line 6, go back and forth. So if I went to the guitar, you couldn't hear the mic. There's no mic on the line 6. But is it a little too loud, you think, the guitar? And I have my green screen on. That's why it's, this is that blue burstberry, but because the green screen's on, it doesn't look quite like that. I do have it a little up, and I can turn it down a little bit. Right, let's do that a little bit right there. That's a little lower. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'll play it back and see how it sounds. When I'm just curious. It would help if I would remember how to play a song. Well, when I first hit a note, it's like a little weird, but then it's all right. Yeah, it's all nose riffs. I don't know any songs. I can't remember any songs. Let me turn that green screen off so you can see how nice looking the guitar really looks. Let me turn property filters. Turn off the green screen. Nice looking guitar. See what we got in here. So we got a few people in here. I appreciate it. I didn't expect anybody to come in. I just wanted to play a couple tunes and I'll play it back on the stream. Actually, I should have a clean sound on that. Not see if I. How it picks that up. Where is my text edit? And where is a clean sound? I think it's on that factory set. It is. That's not it. And not it. Where is that? Is it on 2? No, I can never. There's these presets in here that came with this Helix that it's got a few good things in there. A few good. I can't remember the name of it. Here it is. Archetype clean. I forgot. It's been so long. And I'm getting some latency when I play it. It's messing up. Let me mess with the system settings. Where are the I think it's better. I went from 128 to 256. Forgot it. That's enough of that. It works. It works. So, but I am getting some latency, and I can't seem to stop that. Let me mute the guitar. All right. Yeah, there's a little latency when I play. I'm not sure. Oh, there's Joe. Yeah, I wanted to see if I could record with my Voicemeeter, line 6 Helix going through Voicemeeter, and it does work. And that way I don't have to switch back and forth. I can keep the same mic. Yeah. I wish I could play through an amp and see what it sounds like. I haven't played through an amp in, oh my gosh. Here, Hack, I'm using this. I'm using the Helix going through the Voicemeeter. Let me bring it back up and see if I can explain it where it makes any sense. Because, all right, if you look to the, I think, is it showing my mouse? Let me see if it's showing my mouse. Properties. Yeah, it is. All right. Okay, the far left is the mic. I'm using a mic going into a CI1 USB audio interface, Yamaha CI1. So I have an XLR in there, right? And the second input, actually, it's bringing it in from the Helix, which is hooked up USB, and it's let me bring that in through Voicemeeter. And I'll have it muted right now. And you can change the sounds in here. If you look, I don't know if you can see where this is just like a mixer. Now, where you see me, I can, well, let me hear, I'm going to talk. Watch when I move this around. You hear it's, I got to do it on the, sorry, you're not seeing it. I got to do it on the actual Voicemeeter. All right. You see that this far left is the mic, the input one, and it's using the Yamaha CI1 Steinberg audio interface. And you can see I'm using the Osio driver in there. And so I got to constantly play with the buffer on that. And on the guitar, I'm bringing my line 6 in Helix, and it's outputting to always go down all the way on the left here. I have to keep this. It's working, actually. It's working without me. A lot of times when I play Windows sound, I have to press this B1 on this virtual input where it says Voicemeeter. But this is picking up my guitar and my voice and the guitar when I have line hardware input 1 and hardware input and hardware input 1 and the hardware input 2 is a line 6. And this way I don't have to go back and forth. Like before I was doing it, I would switch from Voicemeeter to the Line 6 Helix. The Line 6 Helix is hooked up to my computer via USB right now. And just this thing will do everything but the thing Brian got, but I kind of still want it anyway. Because it will probably, I think it will sound better when Brian has everything set up. So that's what I'm using. It's like donation ware. It keeps on asking me to pay money. I forgot. It's like $20 to $50. It will still work, but it'll ask you. It's like donation ware or something like that. And then it has other things you can buy with it, virtual audio cables, so you can even, like, it has, I think it'll let me bring these two in, and then anything voice sounds, like any sound you hear on Windows. But if you want to separate it, you would need a virtual cable. It's another thing you have to install with it, and it will separate other things with that. Let's say if I had Discord running, but to me, everything works. Everything will go to one channel. I don't need to go into separate channels and for what I wanted to do. So this works fine for now. But I am going to pull my Mackie Pro. I'm going to bring that back up since I have room on the channel now. Table, because I just got a little workshop table here, but now with me only using I only need one keyboard and mouse that I can use for 3 computers. I got room on my desk now. I'm going to bring my Mackie Pro back out here. Why is everybody up so late? I mean, I should be in bed, but I've been sleeping so much the last 2 days. I think I kind of slept too much. I'm so tired. Yeah, Hack. I was listening to your thing. I mean, on how you record. I don't know. I can just take. I can use this. I can record something on this in Audacity. Or, I mean, you can give me a backing track, and then you put that in Audacity and then record with it, and just save what I record. I don't know. Just what you were saying was cool and everything, but it seems you were going through a lot to accomplish that. Yeah, but that mixer is totally different than mine. I have a button on mine, a USB button, and all that does is it lets me bring in sounds from the computer. And of course, I have 4 inputs on it. It's 8, but it's like 4 when you do the stereo thing. But I'm positive I can't output like 4 separate tracks on that on mine. But it looks like you can do several tracks in yours. I didn't, Gus. You know what I use? I downloaded Reaper a couple weeks ago. Don's using it, so I stayed up all night trying to figure it out. And there's a YouTube channel I follow called Zombie, or his name's Brian Kelly. He's a guitar instructor, and he has a website called Zombie Guitars, and he gives a lot of stuff for free. He teaches you everything, theory. Anyway, so he just by chance he did a whole tutorial on making a song with 3 VSTs with Reaper. And so I followed along, but some of the stuff was buggy. And with your old mixer, or well, even with just an audio interface, it should work. I'm not sure how your mixer works, but with this audio interface, or with my Mackie Pro, I can do it. The same way. Of course, you have to have. Yeah, see, I also have a Helix too hooked up to mine. So you're doing something a little different than I am anyway. Yeah, but Gus, back to what you're saying. So anyway, I figured it out, but there was a bug. I mean, I had like a drum VST in there, and actually you could set the drum up to sound anything you wanted, and it would just, but it would get buggy, but it would just hum on. It had this crazy sound, so I had to delete it and start over. So I used the default thing in there, but it doesn't sound like anything like what Hack does or what all the professionals do. I mean, I think playing well helps too, and so I did a little track. I think I had a bass going, I had a guitar rhythm and a guitar lead, and then the drum thing. But it took me. I mean, I worked on it for like 8 hours or something like that, and then I figured out how to get by the bugs. And but it just, I'll go back to it again. I'll mess with it again because it seems like I've used Cakewalk, which is free. Band Labs Cakewalk a while ago, but using Reaper, which they give it to you for free for like 60 days or something. I don't know what it is, but they say that keeps on working too. I don't know. I only had it for like 3 weeks or something. But to me, it seemed like it didn't have all this. What's the word? Like extra stuff you don't need where it confuses you. And I thought it worked the way this guy, Brian Kelly, was explaining it. It worked out really well. So I might try it again. But it's an art to it, like Hack Your Brother has. I mean, it sounds like, I mean, when he finishes with your songs, it sounds like something you would buy at a store. I mean, it sounds great. Yeah, Voicemeeter, I don't know how many you can. I'm, I can't. I never tried recording in tracks. I just record. I'm not sure about that, Joe. You might be able to. The one I have is Voice Meter Banana, and they have Voice Meter Potato. Um, but if you use using Reaper, I would just like getting a backing track from somebody, and of course it's probably going to have a drum in it, but it doesn't. You can put your own drum set in it and everything, and if you know how to set everything up and your time and yeah, he's great with it. I mean, and like I was saying, Dave Stafford does great on his stuff. I mean, he is. I mean, his stuff, and I think he uses Garage. Oh, or is he, no, he's using Pro Tools, I think. Pro Tools or Garage Brand, I forget. But it's an art to it, and I'm not that bright in using that stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to try using this my Line 6 through Voicemeeter. I'm surprised that it worked as well as it does. But like I said, it's a little bit of latency for me. Um, I might actually let me try something else here. Let me did I do something wrong? All right, turn that off. No, no, no. It's not that bad, but I don't know. But it's trying to fun figure it out. Hey Ed, Voice Reaper has all that stuff in there. It has the beats. You can have it. Actually, I did. I was playing with like 4/4 time. I had it beaten to trying to help me keep in time. It has all that stuff in it. Oh, throw my voice. Yeah. Well, I can do that. All right. Tell me. Nah, I can't do that. No, I can't do that now. It's not going to work in here. Yeah, I do have a voice changer in OBS, but I have to be broadcasting through OBS. It's not going to work in here. Well, I don't. It might, yeah. Well, it might have sounded good. The play didn't sound good, but what few songs I know, I can't remember anyway. Let me try something again. Let me see. Oh, all right. Let me play something again, and I got to turn that on so I can hear. Turn that off. That's the wrong way. The right way, I can't do that Travis picking. That it. All right, I'm just playing around here. All right, it's getting late, and I didn't expect anybody to come in this late. I'm just going to play this back and see how it sounds. Because I am thinking about getting that Go XLR Mini if it gets available, but do I really need it? No, I don't need any of that stuff. Anyways, thanks, Vancini, Gussie, Joe, Hack, Rick. I think Sonya was in here. Thanks for stopping by. It was just a real surprise to me. I didn't think anybody would come in. I said, I need to play because I haven't played much in the last 2 days. I haven't been feeling well. And when Dave said he's going to play 12 hours, well, I think I can play for a couple hours today. You know, when Dave during the show said he needs to play for 12 hours, Dave Stapper said I needed to get some playing time in. All right, so guys, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And you guys are great. You guys rock. And I can't stand looking at that stupid green screen, so I'm going to have to turn that back on because I got to give them filters. Chroma key is on. All right, that looks better. It looks better. So thanks for stopping by. Everybody have a good night and tomorrow is Saturday. Have a good Saturday. Then Sunday we had 2 football games on. So everybody be safe, and we shall see you later. Bye, guys.